All right, guys, so now I'm going to step back and I'm actually going to use both putters. Again, broomstick's a style that I've probably gamed for, I'll game it for a while whenever I'm struggling putting, and then I'll go back to a normal putter. Now, I actually am a pretty big lab fan, so I do game the Link a lot of times. I do have a black stability shaft in it, and it's probably the one that stays in the bag the most of the time. Of course, you know you're not a good putter when you have two putters in your bag, so I'm sorry to tell you, this is the Lab Max. This is Acura, the white Acura shaft. This is a 41-inch arm lock putter, something kind of new I'm doing. Haven't really gamed this much for real, just kind of jacking around the putting green. But today is not about that. Today, I want to start out with the Acura. This is the 43-inch broomstick putter. This is going to be the first one, and I'm going to get a down the line shot here so we can actually see what's going on a little better. I'm here in my sim room. I've got two holes up in front of us here that I'm going to be putting to, but since I'm probably not just like y'all as a putter, this is more about what I feel than it is about anything else. So first of all, the first thing that everybody that's putted with this putter feels is with this shaft, they feel like the putter head is very heavy. Now again, this is 43, 79.5 degree lie angle. That could have something to do with the length of the shaft not being longer. I promise you I'm not an expert when it comes to clubs, but this is the first couple I'm going to roll is going to be with the Acura shaft. Well, I'll be darned. Okay, well, that felt pretty good, probably because it went in. Just a little heavy right now. The head feels a little heavy. Okay, two went in. Believe y'all me, that doesn't happen very often for me, actually. Not especially from this distance. So both of those felt good. Both of them came off the center, and they both went in. All right, so that's 3 for 3 with the Acura shaft. That's freakish, so I wasn't really expecting that. I'm gonna go get them out real quick. All right, so we're gonna go to the TPT shaft real quick. Guys, I won't lie to y'all. I've watched videos and I've read online. I don't know a ton to do with this shaft, besides that apparently some of the pros are using it. And it is quite expensive upgrade, but a lot of the pros like the shaft. They think it feels correctly. Just like everybody says in the comments, guys, it does feel stiffer. I mean, just holding it, it feels bigger around up here and even bigger through this section, okay? So it does feel bigger around. Now, let me see what it rolls like. Oh my God, it's 4 for 4. Well, all right, this bit, no, I'm just kidding. Okay, so guys, yeah, the stiffness. There is a stiffer profile on this shaft for sure. Guys, I don't know this as a fact. I'm just saying it from feel, so y'all know. It feels like the head's a little lighter right now, and maybe that's because the shaft weighs more. I'm not really too sure what that is, but the head weight just feels a little bit more easier to swing. It feels lighter, which I don't know, it helps me create maybe a little bit more pendulum stroke, but let me hit putt 2. Oh, I'm going to pull that one. See, $400 wasted right there. No, I'm just kidding. That had nothing to do with the putter. Hey, guys, there's a different noise real quick. So what I hear is a little bit more of a ping off this shaft and head combination than I did the Acura head and shaft combination. I will not lie. Maybe it's because I know this thing is $399 is what makes me like it better. Maybe it's this putter being 1 inch longer is what makes me like it better. But as of right now, if you told me, hey, Tyler, you got to go game one of these two putters for a tournament that actually matters, then I will not lie. It's going to be this one. I think a lot of it has to do with the length. I pulled that too. Okay, I got a few more balls here, so we're not gonna We're done. As you see, guys, the Acura makes all the putts, and the 400 doesn't make anything. Now, I'm actually not hitting those online like I was. That was actually a good putt. Okay, it did go in. I was about to say that was a good putt. Guys, the feel definitely different. So lighter head to me. Shaft probably has more weight is the reason why. That maybe Sam and all the pros could tell us that. But plain and simple, there's definitely a stiffer profile in this club, and it makes you feel like you're going to put it online. Uh-oh, that might go in too. Oh, man. All right, I'm going to put one more, and then I'm going to end the video. Golly, it felt great. Okay, so real quick, my overall perspective of it is it makes the head feel a little bit lighter, which makes a little bit better pendulum motion. Overall, I don't know if you were beginning broomstick, if you would know with the Acura. I think it's still a pretty good shaft. I really don't have a problem with it. Again, guys, I went 3 for 3 with it. Plain and simple, I think the technology is probably the most part of what I'm feeling. But the stiffer profile, it does make a little ting sound, which I don't know if y'all have ever putted with a DF 2.1, but you'll hear a little bit of a ting sound off some of those putters. I feel like I get that when I put the TPT shaft. I get a little bit more of a dead sound off the Acura shaft over there. But overall, I mean, if you're in the market for a broomstick, there's a reason that, I don't know, say about 5 or 6 pros are out there. Lucas Glover probably being the biggest example that are using these putters. Again, I would guess that they all have the upgraded shaft in them, but I don't really know that. I think you couldn't go wrong either way. I think if you're getting into it, maybe you might want to go. I know that some people say they can send their putter into lab and they'll reshaft it for you. So maybe you start out with that one just to figure out if you can learn the style, and then you can move to the TPT if you figure out it's the answer. But if money wasn't an obstacle, I think that somebody would not be very smart, not just go ahead and upgrade into the TPT shaft. I don't know if this review helps anybody. I just happen to have both putters, and so I was like, man, I know some guys are thinking, are $1,000 for a putter worth it versus, even $600 or $700 with the Acura? Again, if money's not an obstacle, I think it matters a ton. I think a lot of us serious golfers out here, the shafts that go in our drivers, our 3-woods, we're very particular about those shafts. And I've always wondered if a putter matters, okay? But somebody that's a poor putter, that cannot putt, that just struggles putting, I will tell you that this shaft, to me, if nothing else, it gives me more confidence. That might be knowing the price of the shaft just makes me think it's premium and I'm going to make more. But nevertheless, the feel is different. It makes the head feel a hair lighter, and that helps me create a little bit better ball speed. So I would tell you, if money doesn't matter, upgrade. If, hey, I'm just trying the style, hey, look on the site or whatever, find you an outlet one. They'll probably have the Acura shaft in a lot of those. Try it out, and I'm pretty sure that Lab would accept you sending it in and upgrading it later for the price. So, guys, don't know if this helps. I'm going to post it. Thank y'all guys so much. Talk to y'all later.